He said, I need you in a place where not only is faith being taught and preached, but I need you to see it in action. Hey, God knew a long time ago, before the foundation of the world.
When we first went out, Pastor didn't have anywhere. He didn't have a place to worship, and I never forget, we went over, the first place we went was over to, now I might have this a little backward, but I know we went over to Bethel. He didn't have a church home, but those of us who had went out with him, we went over there because he had to, he preached. And then it was the Assemblies of God, and then we had a little time there. So then after that, Pastor went on over to Bishop Lucas's church over on Lasher. And like I said, it was a humbling experience.
They had their 25th wedding anniversary, and he stood up and declared at the dinner that we had found a church in Oak Park, and that was where Mountaintop was going to be. And I'm sitting there like, oh, here you go. I said, okay, Lord, he didn't put it out here.
When the pastor came up, he was with one of his colleagues, and he introduced me, and he said, and this is my head nurse. And Geneva and I, we chuckled and we say, head nurse? I'm the only nurse. But, and then the Lord blessed us with Sister Amy. But, it's just that he always had a big vision of things.
But he didn't tell nobody, not his mother, none of us. So, hey, God knew a long time ago, before the foundation of the world. It was so funny because when he finally told us the name of the church, wasn't nobody surprised, because even as a young minister, he always said, let's go to the mountaintop. So we knew it was going to be. So we had our little jokes. This is going to be Mountaintop International Word Ministry of the Apostolic Baptist. We gave this long. So it was not a surprise when he said Mountaintop.
We claimed it. The minute we saw this church, we claimed it as ours. But it was really in a very bad shape. But he, First Lady, I think the other day, she was passing here and saw the sign, and he was out of town. And she called him and let him know that this church was up for sale. And he was supposed to leave the next day or 2 days coming home. And he got out of there that night. He came home and he called Mother Parker, Mother Jackson, told him to get the deacons and the trustees and the mothers together and meet him here at 10 o'clock in the morning on Saturday.
Whatnot. And all of it really was a miracle, because when we came here, there were 2 or 3 other churches here waiting to come in to see the building. And what you see now is not what we saw when we came in here. But, we knew it had all kind of potentials. So we came in here walking over debris and looking at walls peeling and just everything out of order. But we were glad just to be able to have the opportunity to come in and look and see, but we believed that God was going to be with us.
But especially when we went into the kitchen and we saw the walk-in refrigerator, freezer. They had a side-by-side freezer. And then in the cooler, we could walk in the cooler. They had a dishwasher. They had everything in there that we wanted. It all had to be clean because everything was completely dirty. I don't even know how the Board of Health let them exist the way the kitchen was. But I thank God. Yes, I was excited.
We were cleaning in a building that we didn't know. We were painting in a building that we didn't know. Because faith without works is dead. And we are faith in action. And Pastor Falk most definitely always stood on faith.
I've seen so many things come to pass through prayer and through fasting and through faith. And that has brought us this far, and I believe it's going to take us on. We're going to go in this building with greater faith. Not just the building, but the people in here that make up the body of Christ.
the sky.